If you're just joining and haven't yet read the prompt, go ahead and press pause now and read this section. And then you can look at which keywords I identified. My first thoughts that I had as soon as I read the prompt that were going to help shape my ideas. And then you can also read the thesis that I came up with. Then you can press play again. For those of you guys who did watch the thesis video and know all of that, you might be wondering now how to write some topic sentences. Remember, topic sentences go at the beginning of body paragraphs, and some of you guys might feel like, oh, I can't do this. It just kind of comes to me as I'm writing. Well, then if you need to, write the body paragraphs first and then decide what is the main idea of this and what are some keywords from the thesis statement that I can go back and add the sentence in. For others of you, it will really help to shape your ideas if you write these sentences first, and that's where I'm going with this. So if I want to first address night makes us who we are because of our past influences us today, then maybe I can find something for my first thoughts about here and bring that into my topic sentence. So if my paragraph is going to be about how we need to make sure that we don't repeat history and so our past still influences us, I might even try to bring in something about how right now in the politics and stuff, they're talking about how there are Nazi sympathizers and how if we didn't have a story like Night, then we might not be aware of how harmful it can be to be so anti other races. So I will say something like Night's portrayal of racism influences our world today and makes us who we are. And then from there, I can talk about the racism that I see in the world and then also bring in the night and how seeing the racism from night actually makes us more aware of the racism that we see in our world today. Now, if I wanted to address the other part of the question, I would probably do this in a separate paragraph. You want to try to aim for a body that has more than just one paragraph. So a topic sentence to address this, again, might come from my first thoughts here. And so I need to say how this specifically gives meaning to his survival. So I can say something like, Ellie's memories give meaning to his survival because I could say they to refer to memories. Allow his legacy to live on long after he has died. And so, or I should say has died from other causes because he did not die from the actual Holocaust. So this, you might notice what I'm doing is taking some of the questions and restating them in my answer. So just like we do that for short paragraph answers, that's essentially what you're doing is you're making, restating the question in your answer for the body paragraphs to make sure that you're being clear. So once you have these, you can pick out your evidence that you're going to weave into them. And it's also a really good idea to go back to these main ideas and bring in some more of these keywords at the end of paragraphs too in closing sentences. Now you can watch another video to learn about how to make a transition between these two things as well.